In the Predator movies, the Yautja are seen to have bioluminescent green blood, one of the most instantly recognisable and unique quirks of their biology. Originally, the filmmaker's intent was to actually have the Predator's blood be orange, so it would contrast with the jungle environment of the film, but the substance was difficult to produce in the quantities they needed, and so they instead used the liquid from inside green glowsticks, as that was an easier and more readily available option, so in the end the blood became green. To create the viscosity that would be required, the glowstick liquid was mixed with a lubricant, and this has been how the blood has been made for the movie since. So that's the short answer, and the reason why from a filmmaking perspective, but what we really want to know is the reason why in-universe. In real life, chroma proteins are what gives blood its colour, and different types of animals can have different chroma proteins. In most vertebrates, the chroma proteins contain iron, which is what gives it its red colour, but in many crustaceans and mollusks, theirs contain copper, which gives their blood a blue colour. So whatever chroma proteins the predator's blood has would be what gives it its distinctive green colour. Sulfhemoglobinemia is a condition in which there is excess sulfur in the blood. The pigment is a greenish derivative of hemoglobin and can turn the person's blood green. So it is possible the chroma proteins in the predator's blood contain sulfur. Also, in some worms, their blood can appear to be green. The chroma protein in their blood is similar to hemoglobin, but the affinity for oxygen tends to be weaker. Therefore, it looks green in diluted solutions, but appears light red in concentrated solutions. The predator's blood is also bioluminescent, which means when a living organism emits light. This is caused by chemical reactions, usually when the compound reacts with oxygen, so it is possible the blood only glows when it comes into contact with the air, but does not do so when inside the body. An oversight to the predator's design can be seen when looking at the inside of the mouth and gum areas, and also in AVP when the predator gives himself a scar with the xenomorph acid. These areas appear pink like they would on us humans, but the reason these skinless fleshy areas appear pink is because they have blood vessels near the surface, and our red blood is what gives them their pink colour. So on a predator, these areas should more closely resemble their own blood colour. Predator blood also has life-giving and healing properties which can give virtually any known species revitalised strength and extended lifespans. In the video game Predator Concrete Jungle, when the Scarface Predator was shot by Isabella Borgia, she and her newborn baby Hunter were drenched in the Yautja's blood, which kept them alive for a century, especially for Hunter, who otherwise would have died shortly after birth. However, it needed to be constantly replenished in order for him to remain alive, and he would use his cyborg army to capture other Yautja to be vampirized. And in the comic book Aliens vs Predator Eternal, Gideon's son Lee was another human who consumed Predator's blood in order to maintain his youth, only he would take entire organs. At the time of his death, he was 738 years old. And finally, in the novel Aliens vs Predator Prey, the Yautja blood was also able to partially neutralise the xenomorph corrosive acid. Make sure to let me know what your thoughts are on the Predator's blood and the Yautja in general down in the comments. Also remember to give the video a thumbs up rating for all the time and effort I put into making it, as these kinds of videos take hours to make, so I really do appreciate it when people take just those 2 seconds out of their time to do that. If you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, then you can now become a channel member. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.